Hi everyone, I'm Nadia, and you've just tuned into the very first episode of the Nadia Center Music Show, where I'll be talking about alternative music, of course, that's what it's kind of about, and I'll be touching on all different kinds of genres of alternative. So you've got your basic alternative, and then punk, indie, dubstep, even a little bit, techno, anything that's really alternative I will try to touch on as much as possible. And you may be wondering right now why I am filming in black and white. Well, I'm not going to tell you because there really is no reason, but I just think it looks really cool. So the point of the show is you watch and you find out new information about unsigned bands, and then information about the bands that we all know and things that have changed for them, news in general. I'll be talking about album releases, changes in the band, things you should know. And then I'll also be asking about your opinions, and I really want to make this a user-based show, so anything that you tell me I want to feature in my videos as well. And even if it's something talking about how dumb I am and how my opinion makes no sense, I want to hear it. And this is basically an escape for kids like me and you who don't like Top 40 radio very much. So just tune in once a week and learn some new stuff. The first thing I really wanted to talk to you about today is the new Blink-182 album. Yay! It only took a million years to make, but Blink has always been one of my favorite bands. And I really want to know what you think about it, because I think that no matter what they had done, they'd have criticism about it. I mean, even if they sounded like Dude Ranch, people would have been like, oh, I miss, self-titled album. And if people had been upset that it sounded like self-titled album, there's always going to be the people who are like, I miss when they did fart jokes all the time. So there was really no way that they could win, because we all think of Blink as just this amazing band and all the amazing things that they do. So there was really no win for them, but I was really impressed. I mean, obviously they're three really talented guys, and they've done so much more than just the music business. So I want to know what you think. Right now I've been listening a lot to After Midnight. I think that's a really awesome song. And then Ghost on the Dance Floor, another really good one. So tweet me, email me, message me, leave a comment, video response. I want to know what you think about the new Blink album. And then another thing that I thought was really cool is the Academy Is, who hasn't had an album in a really long time. They're releasing a new song called, they played it acoustically, and it's called Chicago, and it's going to be their newest single. And being from Chicago, I lived there the first 15 years of my life. I love that city, and the song is so perfect. It talks about everything that city is. So if you're an Academy Is fan, go check it out. They're awesome. Always loved them. So go take a listen. I put the link down there beneath me so you can check that out. And then next thing is the new Punk Goes Pop album, Volume 4. Now, in the past, I think that really the Punk Goes Pop albums can be amazing and they can be terrible. So there's always some songs that I'm really impressed by and then some that I just hate. And I think it has a lot to do with the band and what they do with the song, not necessarily the fact that they're performing pop music in the first place. And if there's a big genre difference between the band performing it and then the song, then that makes a big difference too. Like when Asking Alexandria covered Akon's song, I Want to Make Love Right, Nah Nah Nah, you know that one, you know which one I'm talking about. That's one of the best songs ever to come out of Punk Goes Pop, because they just changed it so much that you realize that it doesn't really matter the content of the song, it's really just how it's performed, and it's all about the talent of the artist, because I didn't like it when Akon performed it. So if you haven't heard that song before, go check it out, because it's the best thing to come from Pop Goes Punk. But other bands like Mayday Parade, who I absolutely love, I haven't ever been impressed with the covers that they do, because they don't really change the song very much, and I don't think a lot of those songs are good in the beginning, and so when they change it, it's not that exciting. So the songs I'm most excited for, Silverstein is doing a cover of Runaway by Kanye West, which will be great, because Silverstein's really good at doing cover songs. And also, the Downtown Fiction is doing Super Bass by Nicki Minaj, and they're a really fun band, and obviously very different from Nicki Minaj, so I'm looking forward to hearing that. The things that I'm not excited about is All-Star Weekend is doing Yeah 3X by Chris Brown, and they're so similar that I just am not expecting it to be very good. And the same thing with Rolling in the Deep, Go Radio is doing that, and that's also not that big of a difference. I mean, Jason has a great voice, but it's not that different from Adele, so I'm really curious to see what they do with it. They could totally catch me off guard and do something awesome, but that's kind of what I'm thinking about right now, so keep your eyes out for that. The next thing Maxim from Valencia, the drummer, he passed away last week. And so sad. Valencia is a great band. If you don't know, their song The Space Between, awesome song, one of their best singles. He performed on that. Now, he left the band in 2009, late 2009, but he still obviously was a part of their biggest success, which was before then. And he died in a motorcycle accident. He had a helmet on. He just lost control of the bike, hit a guardrail. It was really sad. So for that, I've posted the link for Valencia music video. Watch it, remember how great they were, and check out their new stuff too, their new drummer. Keep an eye out for them. The whole band is being really good about this, and also other bands have reached out, especially All Time Low. They've really made a point to say something to bands as they tour together. Also, the band Augustana broke up. Not a whole lot to say about that. I've always liked them. Not a huge fan, but it's still always sad when a band breaks up. Never like that. Never like it at all. So I've put a link to some of their music videos, remember the stuff they did. They're best remembered for the Degrassi commercial. They were in that, and they've been in things like that. They toured with the Main last year. They're pretty good live. I mean, they're gonna be missed. So, and then overall, what I'm really listening to lately, I'll always put 5 songs that I've been listening to the most, and they're all different categories. Like I've got some indie, dubstep, unsigned, and then your regular punk, pop, that kind of thing. So right now I'm listening to a band called the Midsummer Classic, and they have a song called Chasing Love. They're really talented, and especially I give so much credit to unsigned bands who still sound good, because that says a lot. I mean, so many musicians these days, they don't have all this technology to make them sound better, and they don't even sound as good as the people that are unsigned. So really impressed with them. Check them out. And then also I've been listening to the Death Cab for Cutie album a lot lately, the new one, and the best song on that is, I think, Underneath the Sycamore, and it's about a tree. Not really, more than a tree, but you should listen to it, and if not, get their whole album, because not really my kind of music. Well, I guess they're not really any particular genre, which is why so many people like them. So listen, all their albums. I don't think there's ever been an album that I haven't been impressed by them, and I've been listening to them for a long time. Then I've also been listening to a band called North Shore. They're from Chicago and unsigned as well, and they're really talented, and lead singer has a great voice. I think that I'll be doing a feature on them very soon. They're great, so check them out if you haven't already. And lastly, well, actually there's 2 more. Also, Mariana's Trench, Canadian band, really good. You probably know them. If you don't, another one that you really need to listen to. And I'm kind of obsessed with the song Acadia. It's on their Masterpiece Theater album. And especially if you're in history class right now and are learning about France and Canada, there's a song, the song Acadia has like little bits of history in it, and it helped me really with my test, which sounds so weird, but it's a really good song, and it's not only about history, believe me, you should really listen to it. And then also recently I went to the Skrillex concert at Austin City Limits Music Festival, and I've always told myself that I wasn't going to listen to dubstep because it wasn't real music, but then I was really impressed by Skrillex, and it was really fun, so I've been listening to that a lot lately. And I guess to recommend the song Cinema, which if you don't know that, you definitely should, because everyone's listening to it right now, and it's actually worth listening to. I was kind of impressed. So if you agree, disagree with anything I've said so far in this episode, please tweet me, email me, comment, video response, anything that you feel is necessary, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.